KeKe Palmer honey, got some audacity, honey. Can y'all believe that she called Clair Huxtable, played by the Felicia Rashad, uppity?
No, Gary.
Yes.
Ooh.
She was uppity, y'all. Bottom line. Oh, really? Oh, girl, stop.
It was still cool, though.
Was it?
Because her man was a doctor.
She was just so like, I'm Claire. Oh, Cliff. Girl, say what you saying.
Grace and peace, you guys. Welcome to the Standard of Truth podcast, where we discuss all things social, cultural, political, and theological from a biblical perspective. In this video today, I want to provide commentary on the statements made by actress KeKe Palmer concerning the fictional character of Clair Huxtable from The Cosby Show. Now, you know it's a bad day in the community when individuals with perceived popularity and influence can fix their mouths to say something disparaging, even in jest, like a joke, about one of the few Black female archetypes that was worth elevating in entertainment media of the 20th century. You guys, Hollywood actress KeKe Palmer was recently asked her opinion on the fictional character Clair Huxtable from The Cosby Show. She said that Clair was just extra and uppity, and she would get frustrated with the character because she just kind of wanted her to say what she needed to say without being so over the top. Now, if you grew up in Generation X like I did, you grew up watching The Cosby Show every single Thursday night. Claire was the wife of Heathcliff, and she was a wife, a mom, and she was college educated, and she was an attorney. Now, what made Claire so iconic, just as a fictional character, wasn't just her beauty. She was classy, confident, self-aware, articulate, funny, humble. She was wise, outgoing, and just completely supportive of her husband. But most of all, she was submissive to him. Clair Huxtable is only uppity if you're in a ratchet hand. Right? If you're an orangutan or a hyena, then yes, Clair Huxtable would be considered uppity to you. The fact that Claire didn't show out in public or embarrass Cliff by her mere existence, but rather understood that she represented not just herself, but her entire family. Claire's only uppity if you consider an adult female conducting themselves with a level of self-respect and culture and appreciation for all things feminine. Not this fake femininity that we see being portrayed and manufactured around us by way of, slapping somebody else's head on your hair and, going like this with it all the time and playing with it like it's a child, or, placing them fake eyelashes on your eyes that look like caterpillars, or wearing the latest designer clothes that you can't afford, but demanding that you be taken to Capitol Grill when you can't even afford to take yourself to Whataburger. Claire's only uppity to you if your idea of being empowered looks like disrespecting a man, or wanting to be a man, or acting like a man, or being disrespectful to the father of your own children, and then leaving him when he points out the fact that you're a mom and that moms should be mindful of the image that they portray to the world. You see, the barons of blackness and the arbiters of our current morally debased society, they must hijack language and redefine words. That's how they influence the culture. Queen of Ratchetan herself, KeKe Palmer, she wants you to believe that Clair Huxtable is team too much and that no one should conduct themselves like Claire if they want to be considered, down to earth and relatable. Well, she's right. She's absolutely right. Today's modern women, they can't relate to Claire because Clair Huxtable is dead to them. KeKe Palmer represents today's modern yes queen. So she can't fathom a world where women lovingly submit to their husbands and have all their kids by the same man and then raise those children to be respectable members of society while pursuing her own gifts, talents, and abilities to add value to the world and to her community around her. Not competing with the man for attention or prominence or power, but rather supporting him while he actively loves, respects, and supports her. The idea of Clair Huxtable, it is absolutely foreign to KeKe, and she can't understand it because what would make someone cool and excellent nowadays is to show up in public half naked, chewing your booty up on an old R&B singer while your newborn is at home probably crying his eyes out trying to figure out why his primary meal source is sitting up mostly exposed in a dress for everyone else to experience except him. She cannot understand Clair because she is a representative of thought culture. The idea of faith, intact families, respect for men, and respect for oneself and your family, those ideas are lost on her because she's bought into the lie that being ratchet makes you real. But being humble and poised, respectful and modest and classy, that makes your team too much. She speaks the language of the culture, which says that modesty and being properly dressed that's drab and boring. However, butt cheeks and boobs, now that's truly how you level up and own the room. I'm sorry, KeKe, that the culture has made you believe that Clair Huxtable personified is an image to abhor and be annoyed with. What a sad day in America when the one black female icon that every grown man and boy looked up to with the utmost respect is torn down and told that she was uppity and just over the top. You're right, KeKe. Clair is over the top. She is way over the top of your debased understanding. And you'll never rise to the occasion to be remotely close to her level if you continue on this ratchet road of stardom that you've been on lately. We didn't wish to see you in this light, but now at least we know where you stand. I'm hoping and praying that all of the money and the fame that she is earning from the toxic foolishness that comes out of her mouth, I wish it was enough to buy her some dignity and self-respect, but it's not. You see, you can't put a price tag on dignity and self-respect or humility and paying homage to ideas and ideologies that promote human flourishing. It's easier to promote what is bringing down the ethnic image of Black women rather than to uplift it, support it, and promote it. We want nothing to do with the messaging you are sending, KeKe. We denounce it and your kind. You don't represent us, and you only represent those who are stuck and blindsided by a lost value system of wickedness and depravity. Only the ones listening to you are celebrating that. But we, over here, oh no, we reject the moral subculture of debauchery and toxicity. We celebrate the iconic character of Clair Huxtable. May what she represents live on rent-free in all of our heads. And with that said, grace and peace.